person appearing by phone, are you Raymond Alejandro Jr.?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so I'm going to need you to speak up so that the court reporter can hear. Do you have any objections to appearing by Zoom?
No, ma'am.
All right. And Norma, do you have any other paperwork on this? All right, Mr. Alejandro. The reason why this hearing is taking place is because the Court of Appeals are seeking to determine whether or not you wish to continue with the appeal of your conviction and sentence in this case. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, could you raise your right hand for me, please?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand if you'll state your name for the record.
Raymond Alejandro Jr.
And what is your TDC number, please?
0245-1676.
And counsel, do you stipulate that this is Raymond Alejandro Jr.?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, do you have any questions?
Yes, Mr. Alejandro, it's just to start off, you want your appeal to be dismissed. You no longer want to go forward with your appeal. Is that right?
Correct. It is at this time I wish to no longer move forward with my appeal.
Okay, and we had a conversation in mid-August where you and I spoke over the phone, and you had said the same thing. You wanted your appeal to be dismissed. Is that right?
Correct.
And I think you've gotten some letters, but you just haven't been able to get them notarized at the prison facility. Is that right?
Correct.
Okay. But you have received those letters, but the only reason you hadn't been able to send it back is because of the notarization problems. Is that right?
Correct.
Okay. But as of today, you still want your appeal to be dismissed and the conviction and sentence to stand.
Correct.
Thank you.
All right, is there anything else you wish the court to know, Mr. Alejandro?
No, ma'am.
All right, then what will end up happening is I'll have a record prepared. This will go to the Fourth Court of Appeals, and they will be informed that you no longer wish to appeal. Is that correct?
Correct.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, counsel.
Judge, Mr. Ramos would like to approach his buddy with
Yes.
an answer from the bond.
All right, you have an answer on Mr. Escobar?
Yes, I call. Double A bonds, they're
Mhm.
willing to reinstate him, so
Right.
long as his family goes pay a reinstatement fee, which they're willing to do.
Okay.
And we're prepared to go from there.
All right, Mr. Richard Esquivel, if you come up, please. All right, so before we start, I see that the bond forfeiture was in October.
October.
You might want to check with the clerks and make sure that an ISI hasn't been put in the system, because if it has, I can't reinstate. So, Adriana?
Yes, ma'am, when I printed anything like that on the jersey.
20 items.
And
Okay.
that, and when I printed out the two documents, the motions, that's all that was there on in the case and obviously.
All right, so we're gonna go on the record in a moment, but here's the thing. Your counsel is telling me that the bondsman has no objection to the bond being reinstated, which would mean that they would be back on the bond. But if for some reason there is a discrepancy in the system where there's a NISI that's floating around somewhere, it'll come to the court and your counsel will remind me of this. And I will not sign it if the bondsman does not want me to sign it, okay? All right, the court is calling 2025 CR 011324, State versus Richard Esquivel. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state? Defense?
Christopher Ramos.
And are you Mr. Esquivel?
Yes, I am. Richard Esquivel.
All right, Mr. Esquivel, you were due in court on October 27, 2025. You did not appear. And at that time, the court issued a bond forfeiture and remanded you without bond. So counsel, if you could call your client for purposes of his lack of appearance.
Yes, Judge, for the benefit of the record, the defense calls Richard Esquivel.
All right, could you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
All right. All right, you can lower your hand. State your name for the record.
My name is Richard
All right, you may proceed.
Esquivel. At this moment, you are aware that you had a court date on October 27th, 2025 that you did not appear on, correct? Yes. And for the benefit of the record, that court date would have been your first court date in this court, correct? Yes. And that court date would have been the first indicted setting after your arrest back over the summer, correct? Yes. Okay, that's correct. So since your arrest and since October 27th, you had not had any court dates or court appearances, anything like that, correct? That's correct. And you had not received any notice? No notice, and I might have done an oversight in my part, but I can guarantee that no oversight. So let me ask you some questions, okay? And you and I have had discussions that the phone number I received from you from the appointment system, I've been calling, and you told me it was incorrect. So when we first met, we finally met up to resolve the situation. Yes. And since that time, has the bond company either complained or said anything about that you're not in compliance with? No, not at all. I've reported to the bond like I was supposed to, and in person, other occasions or through a video, phone picture that we can send in. So we're almost done. I'm gonna ask you two more questions. Were you aware of the October 27th court date? I was aware that you had to come in. That I had to come in. I was not fully aware that I was supposed to come in. The court date was probably but not. You didn't know, you knew you were gonna have to come to court at some point. You didn't know when that date was. Right. Did you willfully not show up to court? Willfully, no, I did not. Willfully, but go to court. I wanted to. If the court reinstates your bond, do you promise to not come to every court sitting from here on out? Yes, I do. This prosecutor may have some questions for you. Do your best to answer her question. Yes.
Any questions?
Yes, sir. So, what date did you learn you missed your?
When I was arrested.
Okay, when you were arrested, was it because you voluntarily surrendered? So,
On the other side, they asked me to up to the door. I'm going to go to the gate. I was looking for this trying to, run a high or, I should have a little and the open gates. I would put up my dogs and stuff like that. So, put us in that kind of stuff. I'm doing this, special here.
All right, thank you.
No further questions.
All right, the court is going to find that the defendant's failure to appear was not willful based upon the defense counsel's representation that the bondsman is willing to continue to be on his bond. I'm going to reinstate the bond and have the warrant recall.
For the benefit of the record, I just spoke to Adriana. She's described as the legal specialist according with AA Best Bonds, and she stated they were going to remain on the bond so long as his family reported by the end of the day to pay a reinstatement fee.
All right, so what I'm telling you is I'm reinstating your bond because your bondsman wants your bond to be reinstated. Your contractual obligations with the bonds person, that's between you and the bonds person. Now, usually if you don't follow through on your contractual obligations with the bonds person, they will send to the court what's called an affidavit to surrender surety, which means they're going to want to be off your bond. They're supposed to notify your counsel that they want to get off the bond. And then that document will come to me. And normally in this court, what ends up happens when I have affidavits to surrender surety. Sometimes I know things get crossed in emails, things get crossed in faxes. So I usually have an email sent out to the defense attorneys or have defense attorneys called and saying, the bondsman wants off your client's bond. You understand?
Yes.
So, yes.
Yes, I'd like to state that I would like to retract. I had submitted or to have my conflict changed, but I want to retract that because I was not clear as to what was occurring, And now I believe, there, and I want to make the council that.
All right, and then, what I will tell you is that sometimes, because I've been a defense attorney, you'll have a client who gets arrested. They don't understand why they're being arrested, and their knee-jerk response is usually, my attorney didn't do something. But normally, that's usually not the case. So from here on out, stop with do a clear head and go through steps to figure out logically what should be done. You understand?
Yes.
All right. Is there anything else?
No, Judge.
All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to give you a reset. State, where are we on discovery with this case?
Yes, Judge. And I think we do have a setting next week on the 15th, I think.
Okay.
And that's correct. If we can just keep that setting.
All right. And make sure that you, if you're able to tender an offer today. And Norm, if you'll give him a reset form, and counsel, if you'll make sure in the system that his address is correct, because that's where they'll send notice. All right, is there anything else?
No, Judge.
Thank you. All right, Eric Cepeda. Charles, we are getting closer to Christmas. And my goal was to have my Christmas cards already sent out. That hasn't happened. And my mom's theory is whatever is happening that month, everybody should have everything the first of the month so you can display your Christmas cards on the mantle. All right, so today is his plea deadline date.
Judge, if you remember, we were on Zoom
Yes,
and we had asked for an extension of the plea deadline because
Yes.
of the DNA that we were waiting. And then it was brought up that the co-defendant said February the 26th.
see, I looked up,
Checked.
there's someone else, maybe there are other,
Third co-defendant has said the 16th of this month.
yes.
So what we're asking for is just to come back on the 26th of February with the co-defendant. And hopefully by then this DNA will be back. But I just, like Mr. De La Guardia, I'm hesitant to have, we can't advise him on a plea until we get all the discovery.
All
So
right,
we'd like the same discovery date that the co-defendant has on February 26th. And on that day, if we have all the evidence, the DNA is here, then you can give us a plea deadline date shortly thereafter.
all right. This is what the court is going to do instead.
Yes.
I'm going to give you all a plea deadline date and a jury trial date. And if the DNA is not in by this date, then we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. I always say, let's not cross bridges until they've been built. So if y'all will confer with Ms. Ferguson on a jury trial date, and all of you all are going to be set on the same date for jury trial.
Okay.
All right, so if you'll confer with Ms. Ferguson.
Will.
All right, thank you. Thank you for dressing appropriately for court. And how long do y'all expect the trial to last?
Conservatively a week, maybe a week and a half. I don't know who that.
We're not first, aren't we? We can try first.
I don't know about.
So if you'll speak with Ms. Ferguson
Right.
and let her know that I would like these trials set in sometime in March.
Perfect. Thank you, Judge.
All right, Gage Guerra. And probation, this is an application. Court is calling 2025 CR 006868, State versus Gage Guerra. Could I have parties announced for the record?
Trey Bauer from Chicago.
All right, and counsel, are you the attorney of record on the case?
No, Your Honor, I'm standing in for Robert.
Do you have any objection to this attorney standing in for Mr. Maurer? All right, counsel, have you received all discovery? Did you review it with your client?
Yeah.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Guerra, did you review the application for deferred adjudication or community supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it? Did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it? Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
We do.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented? Mr. Guerra, did you review the court admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places? All right. Did you understand you're charged with assault of a peace officer or judge as a second-degree felony? Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. If you have a plea with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you enter a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand? You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent. By entering this plea, you're giving up those rights. Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case? Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him? Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense? Mr. Guerra, do you understand if the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication, if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine? Has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea? Has anyone promised you anything other than the plea? Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented? If you're not a U.S. citizen by entering this plea, you will be deported, denied naturalization, and re-entry. Did you understand? Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it? According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at a cap of 5 years in the prison. There's a $1,200 fine. The state is opposed to your applications. They're taking in consideration 2025 CR 006870 and 2025 CR 006869. There's to be restitution, if any, to Matthew Sparks, and there's to be restitution payable to Adrian Navarro, if any, under 2025 CR 006870. Restitution, if any, to Kevin Ramos, RAMOZ, if any, in cause number 2025 CR 006869. Did you understand that to be the plea? Defense is at the plea?
It is, Your Honor.
State is at the plea. Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places? By signing that, you're waiving your right to appeal. The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand? Counsel, have there been any such motions? Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest? State any evidence.
No, Judge.
All right. Did you review the waiver and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places? Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, in the right to remain silent? Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there'll be no live testimony? Did you understand? Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence state's exhibits 1 and attachments. Court has reviewed the same. The court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will defer finding of guilt as you apply for deferred adjudication. Are you requesting a PSI?
We are.
I need a date for PSI and TAP. All right, we'll be back on February 3rd. At that time, the court will make a decision on your application based upon any evidence that's presented to the court. We're off the record. State, did you want the court to hold off on signing the dismissals? All right, let me give those back to you. I'll give those back to you so they won't get lost. You're welcome. Is there a need for a mental health evaluation or no?
I don't believe so, Your Honor.
Have you ever been diagnosed with any type of mental health issues? Have you ever been on any type of medications for mental health? All right, thank you. You seem to pause. Have you been on medications for anything before?
Right.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Hey, Judge, may I excuse?
Yes,
Thank you. Have a good weekend.
all right, you too. Imani Robinson? All right, are we proceeding on the motion to revoke?
No, Judge, we need a date for contested. Also, I'd like to address the court on the GPS issue.
Okay. All right, Norma, I need a contested date for an MTR, please. And could I have the paperwork on the motion to revoke, please?
I'm sorry.
Imani Robinson. All right, December 16th would be your contested MTR. Thank you. All right, the contestant will be for December 16th. Norma, if you'll give a reset form for December 16th.
Judge, can I briefly address?
Oh, no, I'm gonna have you address that. All right. Now, you wanted to address an issue?
I do, Judge.
Yes.
GPS was ordered by the court.
Mhm.
And I filed a motion to set bond, the court set a bond and also put GPS as a condition.
Mhm.
Ms. Robinson made bond, but she was never released because of the GPS issue. She
Mhm.
made bond back on November 21st, 2025.
Mhm.
She since has still been in custody. So we're asking for if it can possibly remove the GPS as a condition because it's still keeping her. in
So
custody.
why isn't she able to have GPS?
I'm not certain, Judge. The rest-
Judge, if I may. There was an outstanding case in another county
Mhm.
that, has been taken care of. I received an email yesterday morning.
Mhm.
That case has been taken care of. Once, we're ready to go with this case, GPS can be installed before she's released.
Okay, all right, so they say now they can have GPS installed. And I guess the reason why they didn't do it is because she had a pending out-of-county case.
Would there be a timeline on when she would get the GPS? 'Cause I-
Oh, it should be quickly done, oh, no later than Tuesday.
Yes, before she's released, I mean, the email response that I received from yesterday, it had to do with the bench warrant from the other county. They got everything squared away, so, I'll respond to that email right now.
Okay, and then council, as you know, when somebody has a pending case out of county, they're not gonna put them on GPS because that other county is picking them up. And they're not gonna have you with GPS when you're at the jail.
That case has been disposed of now to my understanding.
Yes, so she'll be able to get the GPS. And council, if the GPS is not on by Tuesday, you can just come in and let the court know.
Will you, Judge?
All right, thank you. Isaiah Johnson, are you ready to proceed on the motion to revoke?
Yes, sir.
And it's Isaiah Johnson, Isa Johnson. All right, how do you pronounce your first name? Isaiah? Isaiah?
The H is silent.
Oh, Isaiah. Okay, the H is solid. All right. Court is calling 2023 CR 9442, State versus Isaiah Johnson. Could I have parties announced for the record? And are you Mr. Johnson? All right, did you review the document entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it? Are you the same Isaiah Johnson who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2023 CR 9442 for the offense of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon on February 8th, 2024 for a period of 3 years? Is that you? All right, state.
In Duval County, Florida, the defendant, Isa Bexar Johnson, who's in there, failed to report the supervision officer as directed for the months of October, November, and December 2024, January, and February 2025 at violation.
How do you plead to that? True or not true? Did you understand by pleading true to that violation, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, and sentence you up to 20 years in the prison and up to a $10,000 fine? Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 4? Court will find violation of condition number 4 true. Is there a proposed agreement? All right, defense, what are you requesting?
We're requesting.
No. Mhm. All right, yes.
Judge, I can make argument, but I would like.
All right, could you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God? All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record. In just one moment. Excuse me, can you print out the steps for this case, please?
I was not able to, Judge. I could look in every possible form I could find, and I could not find the judge. There's no paper file anymore, and there was nothing that was scanned into Odyssey on those steps.
So is the, yeah, I'll address that with the district clerk. I don't know what they're doing with regards to scanning.
Yes, ma'am, that was an issue at the beginning when we transferred into Odyssey.
Mhm.
They were telling us that we were not supposed to scan those in. And then things changed on us, Judge.
Okay. All right. Thank you. All right, you may proceed.
Thank you, Judge. Mr. Johnson, you were placed on early education by this court back in February of 2024, and your probation was transferred to Florida. Where did you reside? You need to speak as a sister. Okay. Now, is that your full sister? Half-sister. Half-sister? You also share the same mother, same father? Same mother. Okay. Now,
I'm just sorry. As a side note, since when?
I'm gonna.
Well, no. I find it strange. Let me go off the record for.
Ask my questions.
Okay, you pull me up. Okay, thank you.
Your sister married. She's currently married now. Right. What I'm getting at is this, who were you working for? Sister's husband. And what did you do? Now from February all the way up until your year, you stopped reporting and you committed any crimes. Were you doing everything probation and asking? Okay. What happened in September? Now, did you have a relationship? And what did you find him in contact with? So, how did that affect you? Your life has been now, was it March of 25? So you had spent your life really without a problem. And then you finally made contact. And what was happening with them? You were trying to build a relationship. It was on the verge of meeting up, playing games like Facebook, Texas. Friend of mine. How did that affect you? I was trying to finally have that relationship. Just trying to find now, you express this with your sister. How did that Did she have the same feeling for that, or could she understand it?
Helping. Great.
But during that time, this, did you still live with her or
Still live with her.
Okay, and then what happened then? What happened to that right now? Did you still live with her? Yeah.
Not out there.
Okay, what did you do?
That's the president.
When you left the residence, you do.
He's maintained stable, stability, chosen. Me to help me. There's a then uh is
Let me ask you this, during this time, why didn't you?
slow. And things. 16, 40. They walk.
You guesstimated them or you didn't? Could you use help with the decisions you make here?
Yes.
That's
Before I have
Yes, please. Any objections?
no, they've already.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Yes,
then I just. You said you were residing with your sister. And are you aware that she reported to your probation officer that she asked you to keep her home with this? In a way she didn't approve of?
Started holding at a paper in the house.
You did move. Your probation officer noticed. That's what I'm trying. Or a support system, of any sort. And chose not to report. And you were going through a tough time, but when you chose not to report, you knew that was a violation of the probation.
And it's yeah. This.
And you also knew when you made that conscious decision not to report that when you were placed on probation, you were not recommending that for it.
all right. I have a few questions. Any objection? All right, thank you. All right, why didn't you pick up the phone and call your probation officer? Did you call probation at all? Here are counsel. This is what the court is going to do. The court is finding violation of condition number 4 true. Court is going to grant the motion, revoke, find you guilty. The court will sentence you to 4 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. There's an affirmative finding of deadly weapon, and the court will suggest the therapeutic community. And with regard to your plea bargain agreement, the state was silent on your application. All right, did you review the document? I'm sorry, could I have that back? I need to change it. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it? All right, you have a limited right to appeal. That right to appeal is as it relates to the allegations in the motion, not the fact that you are in deferred adjudication. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what that is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand? All right, we can go off the record. With regards to the therapeutic community, I don't have a jurisdiction to force them to place you in the program, but they'll see in the judgment that I'm requesting it for you. You'll have to request it as well. Good luck to you. All right, Manisha Moore. Court is calling 2025 CR 00991 State versus Manisha Moore. Could I have parties announced for the record? All right, and are you Miss Moore? All right, you entered into a plea yesterday. The court accepted your plea. The court entered a legal sentence. Are you seeking to withdraw that plea?
Yes.
Yes. State, the court entered a legal sentence. Are you asking or agreeing to the withdrawal of the plea?
Yes,
And I shouldn't say withdrawal of the plea, but you're asking that the sentence be reconsidered,
yes,
and you all have reached an alternative agreement.
that is correct.
So the previous rights that the court gave you yesterday, those are still in effect. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So according to this new plea bargain agreement, the state is asking that you be sentenced under 1244, that your punishment be assessed at 21 days in the Bexar County Jail, and there be $1,000 fine. Is that correct? Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Is that the new plea agreement? Do you understand that to be the new plea agreement? And has your attorney explained that to you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. The court will follow your plea bargain agreement. The court will find you guilty. All right. Court will find you guilty. The court will sentence you to 21 days in the Bexar County Jail. There's $1,000 fine. Time and money will run concurrently. Give you credit for any time served. There's to be no contact with HEB in San Antonio, Texas. And there's to be no employment as a home health care provider. Is there anything else with regards to sentencing? All right, did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney?
Yes.
Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what that is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand? All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing. Now that you have a felony conviction, you are not going to be allowed to work in any field that requires you to have a license. Your home health care provider, whoever you work for, they're supposed to run a background check. They're going to see that you have a felony conviction, and they're supposed to proceed accordingly. If they do not proceed accordingly, and if you pick up a theft case from one of the residents, what's going to end up happening is they're going to be sued because they're on notice. And whatever happens to you, happens to you. You cannot go through life building your happiness off somebody else's misery. How old are you? You're 36. You know you're not supposed to be taking things that do not belong to you. And for an adult person to go into HEB, taking a Ninja smoothie machine that somebody tells me they're, I don't know, a hot item, that item is in the misdemeanor territory range. Like if there's the only theft you had, you would have been in misdemeanor court. The reason why you're in felony court for that theft is because you've committed theft 2 times before. And obviously, your career is stealing, and that's what you want to do. But what I'm telling you, steal again, you're going to have another felony. You understand? And as I said before, that healthcare provider thing, you should not be working there. And people always want to know, why are you not letting me work as a home healthcare provider? And you know what? If you had a relative who was a child, who was in a facility where they're a vulnerable person, you would not want a felon taking care of them either. Home healthcare providers, for some reason, these companies have just decided to, we're gonna hire anybody, we'll pay them $9 or whatever they're paying. And they just let anybody care for anybody's relatives. And then when stuff gets stolen, yeah, they'll fire you. And then you go to the next place and become another home healthcare provider. And nobody knows that there's a felon working with their relatives. And sometimes relatives don't care. They're just like out of sight, out of mind. Hopefully my relative is being fine. And then when items comes missing from their relative, people are like, well, did they really have it? They're suffering from dementia. Did they really have it? They really don't know what's going on in their life. So you are not allowed to work as a home healthcare provider. All right, good luck to you.
Are you here to please right now, or you wanna wait?
Is he an inmate who has a plea? All right, let me take them up real quick then, so you all don't have to bring them back.
And then
Thank
this
you.
is the last plea that I have available, Judge.
Are they on bond?
Yes, they are. I don't bond.
All right, their attorney can appear by Zoom to do the plea.
Yes, ma'am.
Who's,
They're both mine.
are they both pleas?
No, there's first setting and.
Okay, let's take up the first, let me take her up. She's first setting. What's her name?
Isabel.
Isabel Aria, page 2, 4 down.
I think we're here on the discovery side.
All right, and where are we on discovery?
Discovery is complete.
Mhm.
In fact, they tendered an offer.
Okay.
I've conveyed the offer to her. And we're gonna think about it. We're gonna talk more about it, while when it's been some
Do you want to bring it back on the 15th, the same as your other case?
Yes.
All right, Norma, if you'll recall this for December 15th. So we'll bring you back on December 15th, okay? All right, thank you. No, plea deadline date.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you.
And then the next one, Judge, is on page 2, 2 down.
All right, Ruben Martinez.
It was the deadline to be in the first for all.
Evidence that's discovered in as a So I sent it to you, requesting pending whether there's a report or videos associated with the arrest. So I still have a little bit to work out before I can extend off, but we get to talk about it.
That being said, we had a very productive, break session regarding possible outcome. She just needs to fine tune this information, but I'm confident that we can reach an agreement sooner rather than later.
All right, so we'll call it back on the 15th as well. All right, thank you. We'll bring you back on the 15th. Norma, if you'll bring him back on the 15th.
Plea deadline as well?
Yes. And are you Miss Cisneros? Counsel, have you received all discovery that you review with your client? Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Probation, this is an application.
Thank you, Judge.
Did you review the application for community supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it? Did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it? Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment? State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
What's your name, Zanani?
Any objection? All right. Did you review the court admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places? All right, the state is proceeding on count 2. That's possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, 4 to 200 grams. That's a second-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand? You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in, the right to remain silent. By entering this plea, you're giving up those rights. Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case? Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yeah.
Do you believe she has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against her? Do you believe she's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense? Ms. Cisneros, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea? Anyone promised you anything other than the plea? Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented? If you're not a U.S. citizen, by entering this plea, you will be deported, denied naturalization, and reentry. Did you understand? Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived her right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it? According to the plea, the state, any objections to the court writing in that the state is only proceeding on count 2? All right, according to your plea bargain agreement, the state is proceeding on count 2 only. Punishment is to be assessed at a cap of 6 years in the prison. There's a $1,000 fine. The state is opposed to your application, and there's to be restitution of $180 to DPS for drug testing. Did you understand that to be the plea? Defense is at the plea. State is at the plea. Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places?
I think he needs to use some.
By signing that, you're waiving your right to appeal. The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand? Counsel, are there any such motions? Then to count 2, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest? State any evidence.
Yes, sir.
Right. Did you review the waiver and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent? Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony? Did you understand? Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Counsel, if you're requesting a PSI and CAP evaluation, it won't be completed until February. All right. Ms. Abrams, how much time do you need? I'm sorry?
I said, let me give you a date.
All right, thank you. All right, so we'll be back on February 5th. Once you sign the reset form, you'll be excused. Is there a need for a mental health evaluation as well?
I don't think that's.
All right, so it'll be a PSI and TAP evaluation. What I can tell you is there's going to be more than one appointment with probation. Usually there's appointment for the PSI, and then they give you another date to do the TAP evaluation. Make sure you make each of those appointments. If you have some confusion over what date it is, just call and ask them, all right? We'll come back on February 5th. I'll base my decision on your application based upon whatever evidence is presented. All right, thank you. They'll give you a reset form, and once you sign that, you'll be excused. Before you leave, they'll talk to probation.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes. You're welcome.
On that front row by police.
All right, Quentin Meadows.
He said come back on February.
He should be on Zoom as well, Judge.
It's on Zoom. And I'll need-
I'm here. I'm sorry.
all right, I'll need both parties to show video, please. All right.
Hold on. Let me cut on. Forgive me, Judge. I'm in the store with my granny. So that's why my background looks kind of crazy. I'm sorry.
All right, so Mr. Meadows, I
ma'am.
understand that you've been on Zoom yesterday all day, and you're on Zoom now, but when you are placed on Zoom for court,
Yes, ma'am.
you need to find a stationary place, and you need to make sure you're dressed appropriately, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so where are we on discovery?
We have all the discovery, Judge. The states complied with, their mandate, and we have everything we need. We can be in person at the next setting. I think it'd be helpful to help resolve this case. So I'll have Mr. Meadows in person. We'll both be in person at the next setting that we're assigned. And I think we'll have an expeditious resolution to this case.
All right, isn't he in Vegas?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Judge.
All right, if you want, he can appear by Zoom since he's in Vegas.
Okay.
I'm gonna set your plea deadline date. And if state, were you able to tender an offer? Have you received a plea offer,
No, ma'am.
Mr. Fox?
Oh,
No, Judge.
All right, so
Not yet.
y'all will need to confer off docket. I'm gonna set this for a plea deadline date. And I'm gonna set your plea deadline date for January 8th.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
thank you so much.
Continue,
You're welcome.
Judge.
You too, have a good one.
You too as well. Happy holidays.
All right, happy holidays and move slow for your grandmother. Don't rush her through the store.
No, that's why I left her in the thing back there. But I'm gonna go back. Thank you so much.
And do not accidentally run that shopping cart on her ankle. That's very painful.
I got you.
All right, have a
All
good
right.
one.
You too as well.
Bye-bye. All right, David Cortez Jimenez, where is he? So is there a reason you were late for court? No. Court starts at 9. I called the docket at 9. He didn't answer. So why were you late? I called the docket at 9 and there wasn't a response. Yes. Okay, so let me explain something. I don't know any of the people on the docket. There's no reason why I would mark that somebody didn't answer the docket if they answered the docket at 9. I don't have any skin in the game. This is what I'm telling you. Docket call in this court is at 9 unless your reset form says otherwise. So I expect everyone to be here at 9. Do you understand? All right. So where are we on discovery?
We've also tendered an opportunity.
All right. And how old are you, sir? All right. Okay. All right. This is going to be recalled back for a plea deadline date on December 18th. Once you sign the reset form, you will be excused. All right, your reset date for plea deadline date will be December 15th. Once you sign the reset form, you're excused. All right, that's your plea deadline date.